Jay Leno's Big Dog Garage, the world's first 572 engine, is undergoing a major operation. Jay has a lot of cool things in this place, but they're all put aside as his baby prepares for a trip to Dr. Dyno.
We need a dyno that will accept different bell housings and different hookups. And the SuperFlow is going to do that real well for us.
Now you call it diversification, HR, human resources. We're diverse, we have a diverse engine workforce.
Okay, we'll put the carburetor on, put some nuts on it, and we'll be ready to go to Westech.
The 572 is finally going to get its dyno test, and David at Westech is ready to make it happen.
Hi Bernard, thanks for coming out.
Hey David.
So the beauty of the dyno is that we can simulate exactly what's going on in the vehicle as far as load. You know, we test a lot of different style engines, and single 4-barrel engines like this are really the simplest to test.
Westech can check out any and all engines, running them until they have every bit of information possible. If there's a problem with a motor, there's no doubt that it can be found here.
We've got to line up the input shaft with the drive plate, so that way we're coupling the dyno to the engine.
We'll see how Bernard did as the engine gets a top-notch dyno test. Coming up next.
Hey, I'm happy if it runs.
Bernard at Jay Leno's Big Dog Garage rebuilt the 572 engine from Jay's 55 Buick Roadmaster. Now Bernard needs to get the engine checked out on a dyno. SuperFlow dynos check out everything from Indy cars to racing boats.
What we prefer to use is a Morse cable style throttle system, which gives us the ability, it's a positive cable that we can actually have control to not just open the throttle but return it as well.
What sets us apart is not only the experience we have with the dynamometer and our control of the engine so that we can give you good repeatable results, but it's also the data acquisition and control system.
All we're going to do right now is put water in the thing, fill up the cooling system, make sure that we've got good circulation, no leaks, and then we'll be ready to fire. But right now we're just going to warm it up and make sure everything's safe and there's no leaks, and just kind of run through a basic break-in. That was almost too easy.
After a couple preliminary dyno pulls and an adjustment to the air-fuel ratios, they're almost ready.
Ultimately, what we're looking for is just the highest peak power number right now, seeing if the air-fuel ratio correction will help that out a little bit.
Okay, time to see if this big dog's gonna roar. .650 horsepower? Yep, that's a hot rod.
I think it's safe to say you'll be changing more tires than motors from now on.
Absolutely.
Another pull? Why not? This big block's loving every minute of it. She can handle the dyno, but can she handle the boss? The 572 is back home, and it's time for an engine shakedown, Leno style.
2 miles on it now since he put it back in. I think that's enough of a break-in. Not everybody has access to a dyno, obviously, but if you build an engine, find somebody that's got one, especially a SuperFlow, and just put it through its paces on the dyno. You'll break it in, you'll bring it up to temperature, everything will kind of get in sync, then put it in the car, then do burnouts.